I just had a memory flash through my mind. It was of me probably 7 to 9 years ago, 8 to 10, when I first moved to Kalamazoo, and the place that I worked was out in the countryside. I'm pretty sure that it was built on an old Indian burial ground. But close to that, there was an old cemetery just off to the side of the road. And I've always had a thing for cemeteries. And I'd stop by there in the morning, and I'd just walk through it, and I'd read graves. And it was such an old cemetery. There was one tombstone I came up to of some guy, and I was like, I'm looking at the dates of his birth and death, and I said, this guy was 40 years old in 1776. This was an adult person. An adult at the time of the American Revolution. And I'd look and I'd think, what the hell did he think about this? He was old enough to have an idea of his own. He didn't have anybody cramming mores and norms down his throat. He was just an adult male at the age of 40 years old. What did he think about it? Did he agree with it? Did he disagree? And I don't know. There's no way of telling. And here we are today. We are that person. We have this opportunity to think for ourselves. What do we think of this now? We really did face a revolution. Let's quit using the word insurrection. I think about how in Iraq they talk about the resurgence. The resurgence with a T. The people that were resurging. And I think you shouldn't call them resurgence. They're taking back what was theirs. They're resurrectionists. Christ. This is the resurrection. But here, I've never once even heard the defense use the word resurgent because they're afraid of what it says. It says that it was an attack. So they're not resurrectionists. They just keep calling them insurgents, which makes them coming in out of nowhere and trying to take something that wasn't theirs to begin with. And I think we do live in a time of hopefully a stifled revolution. If these people can pull this off, it will be a stifled revolution. It will be remembered. It will make us stronger as people because that means we are stronger. We held something off. But if we go away from this without considering it a stifled revolution, and then there's going to be backbiting back and forth. People are still going to be fighting for it. We have to accept. This was a failed attempt at the hands of a failure himself.